some of the people you work with. I knew you worked with Katt Williams. What was it like working with Katt Williams at
Oh,
that
that's
time?
funny.
I mean,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was trying to choke anybody out or anything.
Nah, man, nah, Cat. That's a funny thing, but yeah, at the time, just keeping it 100. What it was, bro, is again natural transitions. I'm always open for evolution, dog. You know what I mean, and trying to get better and learn and
Oh yeah.
grow to the next level. So, I think getting into film was the next thing. And so when I moved to LA, I had actually it's funny, when I moved to LA, I actually got a bunch of fucking modeling jobs at first, you know what I mean? Which was the strangest thing, because, I mean, I'm like, I'm an official street cat. Like, I can't help the way I look, but, my get down is my get down. So when I got an agent off the rip, and they was like, man, we want to have you do this fashion shit. Now, I don't know shit about fashion. I mean, I really don't know about fashion now, especially then, because I was still wearing khakis and T-shirts, you know what I mean? So it was like I had to get a crash course. You talking about a fish out his element, you know what I mean? Like, a fish out of water. Like, I literally had to, do a crash course in just Hollywood and the whole thing. So I was doing, little modeling shit like that, and it'd be funny because I'm from Kansas City. I'm from the hood, so, like, I'm going to auditions and shit. I got a strap on me, and it wasn't until, a few auditions in I figured out, damn, I'm in Hollywood. I don't think I can leave that in the car, you know what I mean? So I'm in there, so so I had to so anyway, from doing that, I started doing like independent movies and shit. So just asking questions, man, and just looking and learning, like, just seeing how they was doing shit and, technically, like how they was getting what type of equipment they was using, what they was doing for sound, how everything was coming together, and I would ask questions. So I did probably about a dozen or so independent movies, and some of them were, they went straight to video. I seen some on TV, a couple been on TV or whatever, but and then finally, again, the entrepreneur in me, I was like, well, shit, damn, I could do this, you know what I mean? Like, let me put my money up and I'm gonna do my own movie. And so that's how I came up with the Still Here, which later became Young American Gangster. So I I put up I spent $100,000 on my own money with that, and what I just basically came up with a synopsis for it, you know what I mean, a treatment. And I got a lot of what I did. I got a director fresh out of USC, straight out of film school. I put my money into sound, because I started learning about film just from being around it, so I was like, the shit got to sound right. It got to be lit right, and then, Katt was a friend of mine. I met Katt when I was in Kansas City, even before I moved to L.A. So when I moved to L.A., I spent most of my time with Katt, you know what I mean? Like, his kids, it's funny, his kids will call me Uncle Court Dog, you know what I mean? So we
for a
spent
long time then.
Yeah, I've known Katt since like
Wow.
probably '03, probably since '02, '03, and so
Okay.
that's why I always give dude props. I mean, me and Katt got a little score to settle right now. You know what I mean? Like, we on the outs right now, but again, he came through for me at that time, man, because like he had done Friday After Next, and he was on the incline, you know what I'm saying? And so I told him, I said, man, I got this movie, man, can you come through for me? Man, he came through, you know what I mean? He said, man, you got me for the day. Whatever you need me to do, I'm here to do. Like, straight up. He didn't charge me nothing and nothing. So I've
Wow.
always given him props for that. I've always given him props for that, and I stand on that, I mean, he, and that's one thing about Katt. I know him personally. I mean, he got a good heart. It's just his mind is fucked up, and I go on record saying that because I know him. You know what I mean? It's just his mind is fucked up. He's got some little mental issues that he needs to get a hold of. But he got a good heart though,
He's
and I
battling
stand
his
on that.
demons that he's trying to,
Oh, absolutely.
he's
And I
just
mean,
fighting.
and
But he'll
yeah,
be
and we
good.
was friends for years, and even if I see him tomorrow, I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. You know what I mean? But that's still my bro. You know what I mean? Like, we still got to work that out. But shit, you do that. You go through that sometime with people. But anyway, and he did that. And then I had Lawrence Hilton Jacobs in there. The guy from